Hey guys, how's it going? Today we have an overview and a test of the WorkSharp Ken Onion Sharpener tool. And I have been very impressed. I've had this for 2 years now, and it has done an incredible job. I mean, number one, I'm a huge EDC guy, so I always have something ready to go. So I was thinking, I don't want to be there for hours sharpening. And this is fast and efficient, and most importantly, you can always work sharp. So I like it a lot. Also, your power tools, your axes, whatever else the case may be, you can pull down on this lever here, and then you can sharpen literally at any angle that you need to. Also, this pulls out, and as you can see, you can go at a straight angle, and I also have a guide for this, so you can go 15, 30, 45, whatever you'd like. So this is the coarse, and then I have a fine right here, and it has a 10 on it. A little bit finer, this one is a 12, and then the very finest, and this one is basically for serrated edges. You really rarely use this. The WorkSharp manual came with a great layout of what to use when, and also you can get these little replacements. However, I did notice that it only comes with the top three, so your coarse, medium, and fine. So that's something to keep in mind. Extra fine has worked great for the serrated edges and really all my knives. I have used this many times on my Canto. The only little problem that I have had, because I just haven't perfected it yet, is I'm sort of losing my Tanto blade here. So I'm trying to position it right and all those things, but that's just for me one of the little minor issues, very minor. If you have the normal blade edge, then you're good to go. So in fact, I have a set of kitchen knives that I haven't sharpened in 10 years, and it's in horrible shape. So let's see if this Ken Onion is up to the task, shall we? Here comes the first test today. This. In about 10 years, never sharpened once. Worthless. Ready? Nothing. Can't get one edge. Alright. Let's see what the sharpener can do. Well, we have returned this WorkSharp Ken Onion Sharpener. Did everything, but the real test was this guy right here. Probably wondering if it is the same knife. Absolutely amazing. That would have taken me like hours and hours and hours. I don't even want to imagine. But very happy with it. And this set is done. Wow, that was super impressive. I'm totally never going the hard way of sharpening again. So just to demonstrate and show you a little bit how it works. So here is our 35, 25, 20. Remember, it has a guide. There's also some references online. So tons of resources for that. But let's just start with putting on an edge on some of our work tools. So on the far side, I'm gonna hit this, push it in and move it over. It's gonna give me the right size that I want so I can look at this blade. One of the most important things I learned from the manual is that whatever you do to one side, do to the other. So you'll always be ready to go on your work tools. Now, of course, this is the coarse. You would only use the coarse on your work tools. All right, now, of course, I would do it a lot longer. Not, of course, doing it by hand. You do make it much, much longer. But let's say I want to jump into some of my regular knives. So first thing I do, push down the handle, move it to the top. Next you have this little pulley right here. This will alleviate the tension so we can move this out. So next, normally I would really just look at the knife and then determine what the blade is looking like and what I really want to start with depending upon the sharpness. Let's say I want to go to the second one as far as coarseness goes, which is 10. So I can go ahead and put it down here, and then the trick that I found is just to push down that button, and that will help. This is probably one of the tricky parts, is just getting it in there just right. Okay, so it caught here. Sometimes it gives a little bit of, it can get in the wrong section here, so I just pull that down and just move that down a little bit. There we go. Now another thing to help, of course, when you're doing your normal knives, you would see what angle that you want. So notice there's a slide here, a slide here. So I'll push that down, and now it will be guided. Also too, for guiding, I can pull this out, and then this will help the blade as I go through. Now it's extremely important that you make sure that you have the right angle. Reason being is these knives right here are my 3 favorite knives. So I have the Socom Elite, favorite automatic knife, but of course I love the black that comes on these blades, but what you have to be careful of course, is that you have the right angle so you don't have any type of nicking on it. Same with my Spyderco. So I want it to be nice and clean. I want to be very careful. So depending upon how careful you want to be, you could even take this off and just by hand work on that angle. Reason being, this is my everyday carry, really doesn't matter what is coming at me, I'll take it, and you can see it has a lot of wear and tear, and this was a great one that I've experimented on. And as I talked about before, I've tried to hit the right angles as far as moving it over, but I still have a little bit of a curve here. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. So what you would do is pull down the button, and then there's different things you can do with speed, but generally speaking, I'll just have a consistent speed, and then we will run it down. So yeah, Tanto is a little harder. But for the Spyderco, let's say I want to just give that a shot. And let's see. So that looks perfect. So that angle is perfect. There's no other scratching or any other defects there. And could do the same with my Socom Elite, but I'm not going to because it is perfectly sharp as it is. So that's a little tutorial on the features and functions. Another feature that's kind of nice, but they really only recommend it for work tools, is the automatic button right here. So I can push that in and it will continually run. Awesome. Well guys, I'll put a link below to a lot of this information so you can see it. Something else that's nice if you're on the trail and your trail knife is giving you some issues, you can use this little WorkSharp little outdoor sharpener tool. So for this, we want to use 15 strokes on the diamond and then 15 strokes on the ceramic. So helpful little tool here. You also have these little tool pieces in case you need them for your knife or whatever the case may be. So a nice little tool for your bag. So work sharp, keep doing an awesome job, keep the great stuff coming. Knife lovers, catch you later.